Okay, all right. This one's gonna be a very blessed night. So that was a shameless plug right there. But you know what? We first gotta say, of course, we're always blessed every night to have this show, and it's great to have Mel Finest.
Yeah, man.
Right across from me. It's great to have Miss Nat Boogie.
What's up?
Miss Nat Boogie.
I made it.
She made it from Dallas, and of course, our special guest for the first part, because this is going to be a double header. So our first guest is John Vell, Animal Biscuit Company, Texas Associations Insurance, Rocky's Hemp Health and Wellness, CBD shops. Man, the list goes on and on and on with John Vell. You know, so
shops.
I know, right? Everything that you need, like he has it. Restaurants to insurance to getting better in health and wellness, man. So thank you for being our guest tonight.
Oh, my pleasure, Mike.
I know, man. You have a
Yeah.
massage parlor coming soon.
A massage parlor and everything, right? So for our viewers right now, make sure to like, comment, and share this video because we are getting prepped for this weekend for the San Antonio Brunch Festival. And John Vell's restaurant, Animal Biscuit Company, that's been getting a lot of reviews, a lot of hits. Their wait line is for 2 hours, right? 2 hours?
Oh my gosh.
Hour and a half usually.
Hour and a half.
Sunday.
It's crazy. People are going nuts over there. Very delicious. Yeah. John, a little background on him before we get really into it. He used to own bars and clubs. So that VIP used to be really popular. Now they're trying to skip lines to get in the restaurant, right?
Yeah, it's a little different now. Now it's to get in, calling to get in to eat. So.
Yeah, man.
That's great. But again, make sure to like, comment, and share. We'll be giving away 4 VIP tickets to the San Antonio Brunch Festival. So, of course, when we get on the show, John, we always talk about what we did this past weekend, just to recap everything. So you being our special guest, share some information about you on what you did this weekend.
This past weekend?
Yeah.
What you do, man?
Oh, my God. I think I was stuck at the restaurant most of the weekend.
Yeah?
Yeah, I didn't really do much.
Now, who's your favorite football team? Dun, dun, dun.
Oh, my God. Here we go. You're going to hit me with that question?
John already knows. I think
Because it has to do with the weekend. It has to do with the weekend. Come on now.
John, what's your team?
John, who's your team, John?
No pressure.
I've been a Buffalo Bills fan since I've been 7 years old.
I know you have.
He's the one, and y'all are telling me that whatever's the headquarters, Anchor Bar or whatever.
Anchor Bar,
okay.
yeah. So, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't miss a Bills game. It's hard to.
See you soon.
They got good wings out there, too.
They got good wings out there.
Really?
Yeah,
They do have good food there.
I got good wings out there. But, yeah, no, that's crazy to admit it. But, yeah, I've been a Bills fan since I've been 7. And,
How did that happen?
well,
I've never
How
ever
did that
heard
happen?
anybody say they're a Buffalo Bills fan
Honestly,
in my life.
it was 1991. They were playing the Giants in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
And it was the first. I was 7 years old, so it was the first football game I ever watched.
Uh-huh.
And my dad told me, I was like, what the hell is this? He's like, well, it's football. First, you got to pick a team. So I picked the Bills because of the red, white, and blue.
Right. I got you.
And ever since then, just like a childhood thing, it's just stuck with me. Never, and we had a good 4 years, even though they lost 4 Super Bowls in a row. But
Yeah, they did.
I mean, and then been in a huge slump ever since. But
And then he's like, and then.
You went with me. You was just fly. We're on the fly, baby. Let's go.
no, but I just stuck with them. You know what I mean?
I feel you.
And
Nothing wrong with
just have a bunch of love for Buffalo. Even the city itself. I fly up there and I made a lot of friends there, good friends that have taken me in like family almost. And
Okay.
we have a good time over there in Buffalo. A very good time.
You travel there, right?
Yeah.
To actually watch the games. And when
year.
you're going this year too, right?
Yeah.
When about?
I'm looking at the games right now, just depending on my schedule and stuff. But yeah, it's cool, man. Buffalo's right there. You're about 20 minutes from the border of Canada, so you get the best of both worlds. You get to experience the #1 tailgate in the NFL, which is the Bills Mafia, and then from there, Canada's right across there, Niagara Falls.
Oh,
And,
that's
so yeah, you get, like I said, it's a good little trip.
Good little trip.
Everyone I've taken has really enjoyed themselves, and they always, top 5 definitely.
Damn. That's
Damn.
what I'm talking about. Top 5.
Top 5.
I mean, I'd say the top 2. But
Oh, yeah, teabag your team's not. But it's all right.
Hey, we're 3-0 this year.
Oh, yeah, you are doing good. You are doing very good, man. You're going to lose next week. You do play the Patriots.
Yeah,
baby.
playing the Patriots.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. And we playing Buffalo too, so that's gonna be.
Yeah.
So you have so the weekend basically nonstop with your restaurants.
Yes.
And the football game, and pretty much that keeps you busy, right?
Yeah, the restaurant itself right now, it's
What are the hours for the weekends?
on the weekend 7 to 4.
7 to 4.
Yes, and then
Nice.
during the week we're 6 to 3. But right now my time has been really devoted to the restaurant. Obviously, The
Nice.
restaurant takes up the restaurant industry is a lot of work. Obviously,
Now, Mel, Finest, how was your weekend? What you got going on?
I wasn't here. I had an accident. That's why I wasn't here on Monday. I had a little situation.
Okay.
I got hit by a vehicle, so that's where I was at. Got hit, man. I was at the stop sign, and dude hit me, and your boy was hurting. And he still is. But on Friday, I was at Boulevard, and I had a good time over at Boulevard. It's a little slow, but Saturday at Cantina, man, it was lit.
What
all right.
happened? I saw people talking about it on Facebook.
Wait, what happened? What happened?
Cantina. It was just another day at Cantina, brother. On Saturday night, it was like a Royal Rumble in that thing. It was just left to right. Just damn, that nigga got knocked out. Like someone got punched all the way to
fighting.
There's a lot of fights going on up in Cantina, man. You got a lot of strippers in there, a lot of ballers in there. With the fake 20s. And things like that. A lot of
The other wink. With this, I think,
a lot of ballers are there. But man, it was just one of those nights where everybody was having a good time, but then it just, people can't handle the alcohol. That's all it was, man. But Cantina's not always like that, but it just happened to be that one night. That one night, everybody wanted to be on their BS, and they're never like that. But Cantina, that's my spot. So I always got a lot of love and respect for Cantina. And then my boy Gabe.
Yeah. All right, so it's Mel Finest' birthday, and we had to do something special. So the viewers
sucks, and he just kept looking. I was like, "Where the hell is Steven at?" Man, that was slick. That was. Hey, you're good, brother.
So it's a birthday celebration right here. So the viewers, and let us cherish this moment for 3, 2, 1. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Mel Finest. Bless, baby. Happy birthday to you. There we go, man. And the cake does says bless on there, so we made sure. Oh, there we go.
Speaking of football.
We're standing right there.
Oh my God.
That was dope. What else is in here? I know who gave me this. Oh yeah, you see greatness right there? Put this on
That's
for
so
you.
bad.
Oh yeah.
That back is dope though. I do like the back.
Oh yeah, this is greatness right here. Put it on, baby.
Oh God.
Oh yeah.
Just
Actually,
wear
it's
it.
really dope. I like that.
Wear it. Now,
looks good.
Mel, let's make a wish.
Yeah, you need to blow
Make
this
a
up.
wish.
my bad,
Okay,
my
make a
bad.
wish.
Thank you.
Make
baby.
a wish.
You're welcome.
There we go.
My baby bought me this.
Let's make a wish. There we go. There we go.
Wish. Hold on. Boogie's still in the room. Girlfriend.
Maybe her.
I'm just playing. All right. I knew y'all would love that, man. Nah, I got a good wish, man. I got a good wish.
There we go. All right. So Mel Finest's birthday's coming up too. Cantina tomorrow night. Shameless plug right there.
Yeah.
Nat Boogie, how was your
It's gonna
weekend?
be litty. My weekend. What did I do? I was in Dallas. It was
Dallas,
a long
okay.
fucking weekend. We went out. So I actually won some tickets to the Dallas Cowboys game. Shout out to Slackers. Shout out to Frank. Shout out to Energy 94.1 and my girl Jasmine. They were doing a pop-up at Slackers
There you go.
a couple weeks ago. And they had a raffle. They had a drawing for a pair of Cowboys tickets and parking pass and stuff like that. So
Nice.
I happened to win. And my brother Joshua, he is actually like, I'm not a Cowboys fan, but he's an actual Cowboys fan. And he just, as soon as he heard my name get called, he was like, I've never been to a game ever. And I was like, I guess I'll take you then. Like,
That was dope. That was dope. I'm glad
so
you went.
I took him. So we were up there Friday. We stayed downtown in Dallas. He had never been out in Dallas either. So we decided to stay downtown in Dallas. Hit Deep Ellum. Saturday, we hopped around in Uptown area. Shout out to 97.9, The Beat out there. My guy, Quick Mix Rig. Shout out to DJ Elusive. We went by the radio station and went and showed them some love and just kind of hung out with them for a little bit.
Now, Dallas nightlife is totally different from San Antonio, right?
It is. But they have
John, do you go to Dallas
areas,
too?
like kind of like their 6th Street. So they have like blocks and blocks of like bars
nice.
and stuff like that. So we did that Friday. So it was dope.
You been to Dallas?
It's been a while, honestly. Like, done the social thing down in Dallas, but not really.
Not really?
Uptown, I know the whole brunch thing kind of started in Dallas I mean, a long time ago, not too long ago, but we go Uptown Dallas for the brunches, the mimosas, and all that stuff.
Oh, nice.
And it kind of made its way, down here, which is funny how you're doing the brunch festival thing.
Yeah.
So, my
gathering was real smooth.
Yeah. Dallas years ago for those, mimosas and brunch and all that stuff.
I like that. What is it called?
I saw
bread something in Dallas. It's a good, well-known brunch restaurant. It's really good. So
I should have hit it up. You should have told me that while I was there.
I should have told you that.
Thanks.
But
they have this bar. The drinks that I sent you. They have this bar called Playground, and they literally make like Capri Sun, Sunny D, even like those Yoo-Hoo chocolate shake drinks. They have Jello shots that come in syringes. They have popsicles that they make with vodka. I had fun. Me and Joshua were drinking everything.
Makes me want to drink
We were
again.
trying everything, but I was like, any bar needs to have some dope shit like that. Cause
hey, they don't have sparklers. They have confetti.
It was really dope. Yeah, and then there was a spot we went to. So we went to the game yesterday was Sunday, right? We went to the game, and then afterwards we hit Backyard. If you know DJ Rice, he's in Dallas now, but he DJs at Backyard. Shout out to DJ Flex. He was out there as well, so we hung out with him for a
Rice
bit.
and Flex.
But
What's
this
up,
place
baby?
called Backyard. It's literally it's kind of like a doper version of Hills and Dills. Like you walk in, it's literally like you're in a backyard. But instead of sparklers, when people get a bottle, they pop like the confetti gun thing.
Yeah.
And so that shit was lit. And then someone was making it rain, so it was like raining confetti and like raining dollar bills at the same time.
Damn, a lot going on.
I literally could have made.
They're not making it rain with paper napkins like San Antonio.
I literally could have. I could have gotten at least a good $50 if I decided to bend over and pick up all
just
those
kidding,
dollars.
y'all.
But I don't do that much work for $1.
Yes, my man.
And then
Jose, what up, baby?
Yeah, and then I literally drove back this morning, and I got home, I got ready, took a shower, had a Mala Luna meeting, and now I'm here. So I've been nonstop.
This weekend has been really busy for myself with Drink Texas, Hotel Discotheque. We just had a new upgrade happen, and if you haven't been, oh my gosh, it is the closest thing to Vegas. I'm not even joking. I'm not just saying it, just say it. Everything that they've done with the nightclub is absolutely amazing. We actually had some people come in from Vegas to take a look at what we had showing over there, and they said the same thing. They said, you know what, San Antonio needed something like this, and it's amazing what y'all are doing.
So that thing that goes like that?
Yes, man.
I seen on Facebook.
It is fucking
that thing is crazy.
dope.
That thing goes all to the ground.
Yeah.
I'm like, damn.
Yeah. Yeah, it just amazing. So you haven't been, you got to come out and show some love over there. Drink Texas Friday and Sundays. So and then just working nonstop on the San Antonio Brunch Festival event that's coming up Saturday on the 28th. Now, John, I've known you for over 10 years probably now. John, I always talk about John here and there on the shows, talking about how I got into nightlife and all that. John was the first person that gave me the opportunity to become a promoter at his bar. So let's get into it. And how did you get started in the nightlife? What made you get into promoting and wanting to do that?
Wow, going back all the way to early 2000.
1999, don't be lying.
Damn. No, I started off because I was a social chair for Lambda Chi Alpha fraternity. I was in there at UTSA, and my one of my events for the social function had a large turnout at different venues across San Antonio.
Of course.
And that's what kind of got my door into the whole promoting thing, and then and just went from there really as far as promoting, and then that led to another thing, just like everything else. But yeah, that's how I got. And
your promotion team, what was it called?
Let's see. Our production company was called Paper Napkin Productions.
There we go.
Oh, I've heard of that.
Yeah, we would Tonic and Nick Monroe and Jake Porter, Kevin Dubois.
Tonic, he used to be in the show too.
So we would bring down, we would book people like Vanilla Ice, yin yang twins, and we'll bring them down to San Antonio,
Right.
and keep the ticket sales, and we'll put them. That's a larger scale than.
What was some of the clubs back then that you were promoting?
Wow, man, Planeta.
Planeta.
Everyone remembers that back in the day.
Yeah, that was dope. Yeah, we had a good time.
The Loft.
Yeah, the Loft. Hey, the Loft was lit.
Yeah. And Club Envy.
Yes.
I mean, man, there's Aruba.
Envy,
Aruba.
man. I got into a fight at Envy.
Yeah.
There's just so many.
Now, what was your favorite club? Because you always told me it was.
Man,
I hope you say it.
No, I mean my favorite club.
Yeah, your favorite club.
It had to be the Loft. I mean,
The Loft? I thought you said Level.
Oh. I mean, I thought you meant the ones I promoted at. I never promoted at Level, but Level was.
You always were talking about.
The Level was probably my favorite club.
Where was Level at?
I don't know.
Right here in Callahan.
Envy?
And Callahan and Fredericksburg, right there.
It's right there where fourth quarter is.
No, that was the Loft.
That's
That was
the
the Loft.
I'm talking about the Loft. I was talking about the Loft. Level.
Callahan
And Fort Quarter. Fredericksburg.
Right there, yeah.
Okay, I know what you're talking about. Where the
No,
kinda
that's
hidden.
where Ivory is, or in
No.
where Envy
It's on
and
Callahan,
Ivory
yeah,
has it.
Callahan and Fredericksburg. I know
It's
what you're
hidden,
talking about.
but, yeah.
There was another bar like Barfly. Was it?
Barfly was there.
Barfly right there. There you go.
yeah.
Yeah, that's where we have. Okay, yeah,
Yeah,
Barfly, yeah.
Barfly.
The Roxy Theater.
Yeah, there you go.
Right there,
Yeah, that was Envy. The Envy.
So that used to be.
Yeah,
That was
so-
Envy. Yeah, that's what I was saying.
So
the
that
Envy
used to
thing.
be club level.
That used to be Club Level.
Oh,
yes.
wow.
So that was probably the best club ever.
Yeah.
So then,
Yeah,
so your promoting days, the Loft was one of your favorite venues.
As far as
and then you decided to buy a bar, right?
Yeah, and then from there, I was able to purchase Tequila Republic. And then
I heard that spot was popping.
Did you ever go there?
Tequila Republic was
That was a good spot.
I heard that spot was popping like college.
Where was Tequila Republic? Was that where
ER
ER
bar.
bar was?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah. So I turned Tequila Republic into The View.
The View.
Which started off first as a club, and then I transitioned into a bar and grill, which is a way better decision.
Yeah, brother. It's hidden back there.
Yeah,
I mean,
the whole club thing, man, it was out of control. It's just too much. Yeah. Now looking back at it, I'm just surprised I got away with a lot of crazy things that went on. Jesus.
What's one of the craziest stories you could share?
I say a crazy story with the bike. That would be, bro, a bike.
Okay, what's the crazy story with me? I guess.
Yeah, that would be downtown. Woo!
There's so many.
Wow, dude.
That's funny. But yeah, so that's how The View came about.
Yeah.
Eventually, and then it's called The View Pub and Grub, and opened up early in the afternoon, had a great happy hour. I started off doing $1 beer.
Oh wow.
For happy hour. And within 1 week, I had that place full of like 75, to 100 people at happy hour. Just started off, and then and it just stuck after that. I advertised $1 beer for like a week, and I had people out there on the street with signs, $1 beer. Of course, I got in trouble with TBC.
I was about to say, I was say, bro, I'm pretty sure.
But it did its job.
Yeah, I feel you, but I'm pretty sure that outside. Yeah, I was like,
It did his job.
It did its job.
Like, I got in trouble. Okay.
I got in trouble, but it did its job, and it worked. And they'll slap on the wrist. And then it went good for being a bar and grill after that.
I have a question. Was it hard transitioning? So I guess you did the bar and grill, so you did kind of part of the restaurant thing, but was it hard to transition from like more of the bar club kind of thing into like just straight restaurant?
Like when I opened up the View, it was like a club, pretty much like 18 and up, and then I went from the club and I remodeled and made it a pub and grill, bar and grill basically, and that was it was an easier transition because it was less liability, less headache.
But did that help you transition to now because you're just straight restaurants only now, right?
and then from there I went into BurgerFi, which is a whole different ballgame. So yeah.
You didn't like BurgerFi?
Oh, I love BurgerFi.
We ate it on the show. It was so good.
I have nothing against it.
Yeah, John sponsored one of our shows with the food.
Yeah, man.
That's right. I did have
I know you
BurgerFi.
brought us burger fry, but not biscuits.
I told him too. I was like, man, I forgot y'all's biscuits.
No, he said go to McDonald's.
What? John, I know you do like that, John.
How did you come up with the concept, like the biscuit?
I just, man, I was gonna do a deli, like So I got out of BurgerFi because of the the franchise, the royalties and all that stuff. And it adds up. It really does. I mean, don't get me wrong. It's a good business. I love BurgerFi, good brand. Nothing against it. I still eat it. The other locations. But from a business standpoint, giving them over $100,000 a year in royalties, it adds up. And that's like $1 million in 10 years, obviously. So so I was like, it's time to put on my big boy pants, do something, something that's not corporate owned or like whatever franchise. And so that's when I started brainstorming and okay, well, what's gonna work here? What's gonna work in a medical center? And first I was thinking small, and then which was I was thinking doing something like a deli type thing, like almost like a Jason's Deli, which is good for the medical center, the work crowd. True. So I was thinking small, and then started thinking on a larger scale, obviously, and that's when I was like, man, like what's San Antonio missing? And obviously biscuits. Like there's no biscuit restaurant here, like just for biscuits. And then there's Denver Biscuit Company in Colorado.
There you go.
Which I visit Colorado a lot. My parents have a home over there, and so you got Denver Biscuit Company, and then that's how Alamo Biscuit Company.
Got you. Got you. I'm with you.
So it's something that San Antonio was missing. It's a big risk, though. You know what I mean? When you're gonna open up something in San Antonio, you're thinking tacos, Mexican food, some Mexican seafood, stuff like that. But yeah.
What are your top 2 or 3 picks on your menu
top
that you
2.
would recommend for someone that's going there for their first time, has no idea what to order? Because I wouldn't know. I'm still curious as to like what I can expect when I go there. What is some of the main things that you would pick?
Number 1 of the breakfast menu. Well, we have breakfast all day. We got breakfast and brunch Rebels on Charles for sure.
On a biscuit?
Yeah, on a biscuit.
Damn, you got that on a biscuit?
Rebels on Charles, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, for sure. You gotta go with that. Another one would be shrimp and grits.
Hey, shrimp and grits?
Melvin.
Mel
Finest, come on now.
You know what I'm talking about? I'm gonna be up in that thing tomorrow, man. Shout out to Toy and them. Look at that. Team Wasted in the building. I see. Yeah. Down with that.
And I guess the third would be the Old Smoky, which is brisket on a biscuit. Smoked
brisket on a biscuit. Say that 3 times fast.
I know, say that 3 times. I can't even say it one time. I'm saying in my head, like, should I say it out loud or not? Brisket, biscuit.
I don't know. All right.
Yeah, but you know what?
Shrimp and grits biscuit.
Yeah, shrimp and grits. Yeah, it's called shrimp and grits. Yeah,
shrimp and grits.
Yeah, so but I have an amazing. I don't know how to cook. I'll be straight up.
Oh, at least you're honest.
I have an amazing chef, man. Chef Cesar Cepeda. And
yes. So how did you come across with Cesar? Like, how did that happen? Because Cesar owns the Sangria on the Bird. So how did that happen?
Well, I mean, like I said, I don't know how to cook. I just had a good idea. But obviously, you need someone that knows what they're doing and good at what they do.
True.
And me and Cesar have been friends since we went to UTSA together. So I reached out to him and I was like, hey man, I'm gonna do this concept and can you send someone that could help me out, or do you maybe you wanna get involved?
Right.
And he fell in love with the whole idea and it makes it easier that we're friends on top of that, and we just trust each other, and he said, yeah, let's do it, man, let's do it. So
turn up.
Yeah, so he had all the creations, he's come up with a lot of good plates. Yeah, so
now opening up a restaurant that is something new to San Antonio, and the day is coming for you to open, you didn't make a big deal out of it when you first opened, right? You just kind of like quietly open it up, but then it just had a huge impact.
Yeah, I did. I mean, right when the first day we opened, it was just like boof, it was crazy, the response we got from the community. And of course, it's a combination of things. Being a new concept to San Antonio, it's like Alamo Biscuit Company. It's a catchy name, for the city. So people obviously want to try it out and see what this is about. Of course, I have pictures I mean, you look at our pictures online, it's like, oh shoot, I gotta try that.
Yeah, true.
So,
how are the reviews, man? I know you be looking on Google and stuff like that. Like, how are those reviews going?
You know, reviews are tough. Yelp and Google.
It says 34, Mom. My mom's on. I told y'all, man. My mom's on.
Right now.
Hi, Mom.
My mom.
Hi, Mom.
My mom is on, guys, and she's a crazy lady.
She's like, he's 36.
Yeah. My mom, she's been getting on my Junior. Come here, Junior. And she'll get on me later. That's my mama. Love you, Mom.
Yeah, no, the reviews I mean, it's crazy because when people walk into the restaurant, they're like, "Oh my God, y'all have such raving reviews." Our friends, it's always like, my daughter said to come, my grandma said to come,
like word of mouth.
Yeah, the word of mouth, killing it. And then I mean, our reviews online aren't bad, but they're not 5-star. You know what I mean? So it's just weird how you hear one thing in a restaurant,
right?
Yeah, word of mouth is great. I mean, we got number 2 on the hottest. The best 25 restaurants in San Antonio, and you can't, it's just, but then you see, our 3.5, 4 stars on Yelp, it doesn't reflect that, but like I said, it's just weird the kind of reviews you get sometimes.
Are you getting like, hey, it's great, and then, that's just trash?
Well, I mean, the thing is, we're 3.
That's a good.
Being honest with you, they smile in your face. Let's come on, brother. We're realistic here. They smile in your face and they go behind your back. That shit was trash.
That happens, but it's just.
He charges him double.
Man, you see my mama? She tripping on me. All right, go ahead.
But at the end of the day, we are 3.5 months in.
Okay.
Being open.
And you're already number 2.
Is it really that?
Yeah, we're 3.5 months old.
Just 3.5?
We're 3.5 months old, but a restaurant, you got to give it time to work out the kinks.
True.
And get in our rhythm.
Exactly.
So it's just, I feel like you should never judge a restaurant on your first visit.
Yeah.
Maybe in a second one.
I say you should give a restaurant 2 chances, and by the third one, then you make a decision. Yeah, exactly. I think so because the first time when you go, this is just my way of thinking of customer service. When you go the first time, it's very rare that the customer will leave a review to a manager or to a owner. They'll just tell their friends. Mm-hmm. The second time they go, then that gives them a trigger to thinking like, should I say something to them or not? That's when they decide to make a review, either verbally or they'll say something. But I think the third visit should be, it's just like when you get like I always told some of the clients I have as restaurant owners, to capture somebody is you can easily offer them a free plate. First time, like if the servers knew you were a first timer, they should ask you that first, like, hey, is this your first time here? And they say, oh yeah, it's my first time here. So then you automatically let everyone know by identifying that person as a first client, first timer, some way, some form. And then you offer them something for free so that they can feel special because it's their first time. And then when you give them when they finish, you offer them a free dessert for the second time, and then all of a sudden they're like, "Oh shoot, I'm gonna come back the second time."
Hell no, you ain't getting nothing for free the third time.
Yeah, and no,
shit, all this free shit.
No. First time you do it as
okay,
a courtesy. When they leave, you offer them something free like a dessert.
All right, cool. That's 2 times now.
So that's 2 times. So they
same
come back.
Visit.
So they no, not the same visit. What? They come back for the second time for that free dessert.
All right.
By the third time, they're gonna come on their own. Or the 4th time they're going to come on their own because they already had a good experience 2 times in a row. You know what I mean?
I'm scheming.
So, yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm scheming.
I was thinking, all right,
but obviously you get word of mouth is probably the biggest thing.
Yeah, the biggest thing.
And you have some loyal friends and loyal customers that they respond for you on the reviews if something's negative. Like I've seen some of your loyal customers be like, "You need to try this place."
No, it's like I said, it's
because reviews can hurt a local business, right?
Of course. I mean, yes, definitely. I mean, it can. But word of mouth is the best form of marketing. You can't beat word of mouth.
I was actually like I said, I was at a Mala Luna meeting before this, and I was telling them, I have to go to the show afterwards. They were asking about it, and I told them that I had you on it. And I mentioned the restaurant, and actually a couple of them like, oh man, I've been wanting to try that place out. Like I've heard about it. So people are definitely hearing about it. One thing I wanted to ask though is when you're there, do you walk around and talk to the tables and say hi?
I touch almost every table every day.
That's dope because we were at some restaurant in Dallas and the owner was doing that. Like, he even is the one that sat us. Like he was walking around like, you good? Like checking on people.
I run food.
And when someone does that, I think that plays a big role. That helps.
Yeah, you don't want to be the manager that's always in the back watching the cameras.
You can't. I'm always in the front. I'm never in the kitchen. I'm at that. You don't want me in the kitchen.
Hey, at least you're honest though. Hey, I'm never in the kitchen though.
You don't want me in the kitchen.
Nah,
or the bakery in that matter.
Ace said, do you cater parties?
Do it.
They said, do you cater parties?
Oh yes, definitely cater parties. Yes.
And do you have a menu that caters to, say, someone needs like gluten free or something like that? Do you have that kind of menu?
We're working on a lot of those options, like the vegan, vegetarian options, stuff like that.
Vegan business.
Not, like I said, we're not gonna count that out.
Right.
But like I said, we're 3.5 months in.
Oh, yeah, y'all are super new.
We're super new. We're still working out things of operations. It's crazy because on Yelp we have like 250 some reviews.
Wow.
So we're averaging almost 100.
Nice.
We're averaging almost 100 reviews a month on Yelp. And it's crazy. The people want to go in there and just do
that is amazing.
But it's scary too because you feel like we're just,
Yeah.
We're trying our best.
So John, you have the restaurant, and so BurgerFi, of course, then Alamo Biscuit Company, and then you recently, or not most recently, but kind of recent, purchased an insurance company.
Yes.
And invested into CBD in a way, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Share about that.
I purchased a independent insurance agency last year sometime. I can't remember exactly the date. But I did get I had to get licensed. This one I had to get licensed.
I remember you studying. Yeah.
I studied, took the test real quick. It wasn't too bad. I got licensed to sell insurance.
Right.
Because that's how it had to go down for me to buy the agency that's already been established. So I bought the agency. I bought has been since 2001. It's been in operation.
Okay.
So it's I like insurance. It's pretty easy, I guess you could say in that matter.
I work in insurance.
It's cool. It's cool to save your friends money and to make money doing it.
True.
It's the best feeling, So, yeah, that's something I dabbled into.
Hey, gotta love that.
Nothing wrong with it.
And then how'd you get to CBD, my guy?
And then hemp, health and wellness. Same thing. My buddy David Padilla, he had approached me and said, "Hey, I'm gonna start working on this. You want to do something? You want to, And I was like, "Yeah, of course." This was last year too, and CBD, the boom was coming.
Yes,
it was coming.
Mm-hmm. The boom
it's already, it's already here, but this was like before it hit.
Right.
And I was like, "Yeah, man, let's start doing this." So we already have a store open. And the second one's gonna be opening right next to my restaurant next month.
Okay.
Oh, that's smart move.
Yeah, that one's gonna actually have a CBD coffee shop in it,
which is smart. Coffee and brunch. Can't go wrong with it.
I like coffee, my guy.
Probably be the first CBD coffee shop in San Antonio. So I think.
Damn.
I might be a little premature saying that, but I think so.
That's what I'm
You heard it. Late nights with all access. First coffee shop. CBD.
Yeah, I'm gonna be running it, man.
It'll be open up next month.
Oh yeah, I'm running it. I'm quitting Sprint.
The stores are they're called Rodkeys.
Rockies.
Rodkeys. RODKEYS. Rodkeys.
Nice.
So the first one's on 604 in Bitters, and the second one will be next to the restaurant.
Oh, I didn't know. I was like, you start bringing gifts, man.
Gifts over and cakes.
No finance, man. Anything happens live,
That's why they love me, man.
Anything happens live over here.
They
Late
love
nights
me,
with all
man.
access.
But yeah, so that's my hands are full right now, pretty much. And
well, I'm excited for the brunch festival because
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
excited to try your food for sure.
Yeah, we're gonna try it
So
out.
what do you know, or is it Caesar handling? I mean, I know he said something that what y'all gonna be bringing, because Sangria and Alamo Biscuit obviously has one partner that has both partnered, or like, 'cause you're just
so we're gonna combine it.
Combine it, right?
Sangria and then Alamo Biscuit Company. Yeah, just to make things easier.
Nice.
So
And what are y'all gonna be bringing? Do y'all know what you're gonna bring, or does Caesar? Is that Caesar's take on it?
I'll let the chef decide on that.
On
stuff.
that, okay.
Yeah, like I said, stay away from the food there.
Stay away from the food, baby. Stay away from that food.
Has to come out good, right?
Now, the viewers that are watching, if you haven't had a chance, again, Alamo Biscuit Company, 3 months in, right off of Huebner, kind of near I-10. What are the hours again from the weekdays?
Weekdays 6 to 3, and weekend 7 to 4.
7 to 4. And do you have an all-you-can-eat buffet right now still, or?
Right now,
Yeah.
we
Hey,
do.
look at her.
Is there a buffet?
Right now, we do all-you-can-eat buffet on Saturday and Sunday from 8 to 3. Yes,
In the morning, 3 o'clock.
Yep. It's $15 a person. So
$15 a person. All-you-can-eat brunch.
Yep.
And what's usually on the brunch right?
Yeah, we good. Yeah, go ahead. We can do that. We can definitely do that this weekend. All right, we're good. We'll be there this weekend. Trust me, we'll be there. I'm sick.
Now, viewers, if you have any questions for John, please ask away. I know there was a couple of people commenting on certain things. But yeah, if y'all have any questions, please feel free to ask. John, I want to ask you something. Since you are a club owner, bar owner, what do you think about clubs and bars today?
Clubs and bars today?
Yeah.
Golly. That's a
Are
question.
you more of a club person? I already know these answers, by the way, because I know John. So,
Yeah, I know these answers.
so you know.
I'm
So,
more
are you a
of
club person or are you a bar person?
I'm a bar person.
Okay.
Yeah,
And what are some of your spots that you like that are good bars to you?
Dive bars.
Dive bars,
Dive
okay.
bars. Yeah, there's something chill, relaxing. I'm not one person to get dressed up very much.
Mm-hmm.
So I just like to put on a ball cap.
Yeah,
And just
Polo
go
shirt.
like this. Yeah,
Jump.
yeah, exactly.
Straight up. That's my man.
I'm very casual. So yeah, definitely a dive bar.
Very humble. One of the most humblest person I've ever met. Okay, and then now when it comes to bars though, what is a bar? What would you like if someone was going to open up a bar? What would some of the advice that you give someone?
Opening a bar.
Yeah.
It's not as fun as you think it would be. That's I know when I first opened the View.
How old were you?
23.
23 years old, owning a bar. Young. How would your parents think?
They weren't happy at all, actually. They weren't happy at all. Yeah, they were totally against the situation. Actually, I purchased the bar before they found out through a friend. So you can imagine how pissed off they were.
Damn, that's crazy.
They're not happy. So yeah, I was 23. I was a senior in college. So.
And you know what's so crazy about the story is that he was promoting at the Loft, and then he purchased the bar that's right
Right
above.
next to it,
Right next to it.
basically.
How did that turn out? Like,
Good. I mean,
yeah.
it's a friendly competition. It's not like cutthroat or anything. Business brings business.
That's true.
If someone opens up a restaurant across the street from mine, it doesn't mean business brings business.
Yeah.
People didn't understand that. There's more business to go around.
Now, I do want to know, because we all, there's been, you probably don't even pay attention to some type of, there's been a list out there of DJs, right? Who are your top 5 DJs in San Antonio?
Top 5 DJs.
In San Antonio.
Yeah, I'm going to stick with, Tonic and Duano.
Okay.
And as far as DJ, I can't really name that many, It's just...
So those two that stand out the most to you?
Yeah, they're my friends, and I see them out on time.
Ain't nothing wrong with that, brother. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
I'm not big into DJ music, so.
Yeah. All right.
Just a lot of partying.
That's not I stay out of the clubs.
That's right. Bars, safe place, baby. Safe place at the bars. What else we got? Oh, hey, so some of the viewers, what are they saying?
Someone asked what dish sells the most.
There you go.
Yeah.
The most popular one you have.
It's gonna be your bacon, egg, and cheese, honestly.
Oh my god.
What is it?
Bacon, egg, and cheese biscuit.
How come
I
you
need
never?
all of it right now.
I ask him every time I go in there. I ask
I
him
already
what
know.
to eat, and you never offer that one for
You
me
have
to
an
eat.
omelet biscuit?
No.
All right, cool.
An omelet biscuit.
I know.
Dude, they
I to
have
ask,
talk
trust
about
me.
the bakery side of things, because y'all have
We have yes. We have a panaderia.
Pandandia. There you go. I can't even pronounce it. That's why I wanted
we
to
have
say it.
assorted, our cinnamon rolls are.
Dude,
our
those
top
cinnamon
seller.
rolls are
Oh, you got
huge.
cinnamon rolls?
The cinnamon rolls are huge, but you have to
What
like.
about Lulu's? Lulu's cinnamon rolls.
Ooh.
No, these are big.
No,
No,
hey,
no.
Lulu's
Yeah,
cinnamon
those are
roll.
big.
That's
Lulu's
a
are
plate.
big. Yeah,
That's a plate, bro.
Yeah, that's like
That's a
yeah.
plate. Have you been to Lulu's?
I haven't had their cinnamon rolls. I know we have people come in and say that ours tastes better, but I don't know. They might be like, I don't know. So I haven't tasted.
Because
No, okay. So Lulu's has big, yes, but John's is like stacked. Like I tell them to warm it up, and then give me a glass of milk, and then I was cutting it, and I was just dipping it in my milk, and they were like, "You dip your cinnamon roll in milk?" I was like, "Yeah, like, that's how I eat it."
Hell no, that shit's already moist, baby. You turn it up like that.
we have a lot of things. You know, we have the conchas, the empanadas,
and we didn't have any of this
cookies.
tonight.
I
Food, all of the
Hey,
food
man.
you're telling me about, and I'm sitting here like, I want
You
that.
think you know somebody?
I want that.
You think
I
you
want
know
that.
somebody?
Well, I guess we'll see you very soon. So.
I'm gonna be at the brunch festival. I'm gonna take full
more
advantage.
reason to come visit me at the restaurant.
Yeah. Do you have any delivery services available?
Not yet. I'm gonna be doing that. Probably in the next month. Yeah.
Nice.
Good to know.
Dope.
What are some things that you can say that you have some expectations for the restaurant for the next, to finish the year? Like, what are some of the expectations that you can say?
Golly. Expectations for the restaurant and to finish up the year?
Yeah, finish up the year.
More caterings.
Yeah.
Nice.
That is nice. More caterings. That's where it's at, right? Like for restaurants to do some
That's
caterings
good,
and stuff like that.
Yeah. Definitely.
I'm good.
Man, I know I'm hungry. I want breakfast right now.
Shit, I'm trying to get.
I've been
cake.
hungry this
I'm
entire
not gonna lie to
time.
you, I'm trying to eat this cake though. You know what I'm saying? But my
We'll get
back
some
is
of.
hurting like a mother. I'm making it through, brother. I'm looking right
So
at you.
this week is the San Antonio Brunch Festival. John Vale, Alamo Biscuit Company is going to be participating in it. It's going to be held at Smoke Barbecue downtown. Our second guest is Adrian Martinez, and he's actually here watching us. So that's a great thing. So because again, tonight is a double header. So
Nice.
I just want to let you know that if you haven't been able to go to Alamo Biscuit Company, go this week. If you can't make it this week, definitely make it to the San Antonio Brunch Festival because you're going to have their restaurant, Sangria, the Hunt Diner, Eastside Kitchenette, Cowboy Sushi, Scoozy's Italian Restaurant, and many more restaurants providing an excellent brunch items that are going to be provided. And, it's just great to have you. John was the first person I reached out to because I didn't really have to ask John. I just said, "Hey, John, you're going to be part of this San Antonio Brunch Festival." He's like, "Okay, sure."
That's John.
and that's the beauty to have a friend like that because you want to have people in your life to support what you do, and it's great. So I thank you for being part of this event, and I'm looking forward to it. And I hope that your restaurant and also the Sangria restaurant does an incredible job. So again, if you're tuning in, make sure to comment below, like our video, share it. We're going to start entering people's names into the drawing. We're going to be giving away 4 VIP tickets. 4 VIP tickets. And in that VIP ticket, what it includes is open bar for 1 hour.
Oh, there's open bar for an hour now?
Open bar.
I got a VIP
for
ticket.
1 hour. Can you believe that?
Yeah, looks like I call it
Yeah, and we're gonna go. We're gonna discuss a little bit more. But it's crazy because we're excited about this event. And John, do you want to share anything before we
Social media, anything?
Yeah, social media. Where can they find y'all at on Facebook and Instagram?
Yeah, I mean, this Alamo Biscuit CO on Facebook.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram. God, I forgot our Instagram thing. But I mean,
Alamo Biscuit. I think
Google it.
Nicole.
You can find them.
Yeah, Google it.
And then the address. What's the address to Alamo Biscuit Company?
9630 Huebner Road.
Huebner Road. There we go.
Can't miss it.
No, you can't miss it.
It's about I-10?
It's right by. It's in between Babcock and I-10. So
like on the way to
like going
Babcock Social? On the way to Babcock Social?
Yeah, on the way to Babcock Social.
Got it.
That's a good plug-in right there.
Okay.
So yeah.
Down the street, yeah.
No,
down
around the
the
corner. Anyways,
Anyways.
yeah, no, right. Melvine is gonna be confused the whole time.
I'm trying to think which way you're going because I'm going this way. You probably are going
Everyone's
this
just
way.
looking at him like, "What is he doing?" He's trying to figure it out. Google Map, dude. Google Map,
Well, thank
baby.
you for being on the show. I appreciate it. I'm excited
thank
for the festival. I'm one of the judges, by the way.
Oh,
so
good. Well,
Yeah, she is.
I'm gonna be all up in there like.
So yeah.
Don't disappoint.
So okay, so right now, make sure to continue to watch. We're gonna go on a quick break, and then when we come back, we have our second guest, Adrian Martinez, on the show. So we'll be right back with you.
Everything changes.
If I had it my way on any other day, it would be you and me, yeah, just you and me. Arriba, por abajo, lado, por lado, lado, por lado, move for me, yeah, move for me, papi. I see, looking into your eyes, you know I feel the vibe, papi. I see, oh, 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 oh.
You feel better?
All right. Welcome back. Late Nights with All Access. Mel Finest is talking about his back being hurt right now or something like that. Again, he came last week. He had an accident, so keep him in your prayers. That was a great first half. It is. It was a great first half. Now we have our second special guest, Adrian Martinez with Smoke Barbecue.
Welcome.
Welcome.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you for being here, man. I appreciate it. So when we were discussing with John about the event, and he was really excited to be part of it, we were asking him just, how was his weekend? Just, started it off like that. Right. How was your weekend this past weekend? Actually, talk about the past 2 weeks, because I know you've had some huge things happen at Smoke.
So where to start? There's, I guess, a lot to tell.
Yeah.
From where we first got the concept going to where it was the first year into it, where it was 2 years ago, and where it was 6 months ago to where it is now, and all the fun stuff that's happening in the downtown area. For those that don't know, Smoke's a large-scale venue in downtown San Antonio. We're located near Sunset Station at 1170 East Commerce. The venue itself is 15,000 square feet, 3 floors.
Damn.
Yeah, 10 different venues all under one roof. And what we've been able to capitalize on is not just the barbecue, not just the nightlife, but just events in general. We've done 150 weddings in the last 30 months.
Wow.
And we've hosted over 1,000 events that range from anywhere from 30 people to 3,000 people in the last 30 months as well, too. Damn. So the list goes on and on. So this past weekend was just another weekend where we hosted our 150th wedding.
There we go. Congratulations. 150th wedding at the venue.
We had several birthday parties, a retirement party, deployment party. And then, of course, we had a brunch baby shower. We do a lot of baby shower stuff. Yeah, our brunch is pretty solid on Sundays, no doubt about it.
Oh.
That is so lit.
Yeah.
Remember that.
Any of my friends having babies, you better have a brunch baby shower.
Weddings, hey, you name it. Any kind of event you can think of, we got it covered.
That's dope. Very dope.
Yeah.
I've actually been to a couple of the events. I think, so my girl Jasmine Armstrong, I'm guessing you work with her. I know she's you're all her client with Energy 94.1. Mm-hmm. So I know I don't know if it was last year, whenever Final Four was here.
Right.
There was a dope event there that we went to, or that I was there with her. So I was there for that. And then I know she did like I don't know if it was a tailgating or a pre-party thing recently for UTSA and Incarnate Word and stuff like that. So she's always promoting y'all. So I've been out there a couple of times with her. And I actually got to try the food, and I think the burnt ends were probably my favorite.
Yeah, that's definitely one of the more popular things.
Yeah, that's where I got introduced to burnt ends.
There you go.
And since then, I was like, anytime I have barbecue, I'm like, I want the burnt ends. So if you haven't had the burnt ends and brisket, I'm just saying, you need to order it.
Now, Adrian, you've been in restaurants, and you were also dabbled into the nightlife before as well. So for the viewers, please share some information on your experience in the nightlife as well, from there to restaurants. It's
I guess it's from where we're at before to where we're at now. It's a funny kind of slope that we played. When we first started the concept, we took over a large scale building. Like I mentioned, it was the old Ruth Chris restaurant located right next to Sunset Station. Mm-hmm. And the goal was to have a cool barbecue restaurant upstairs, and we built a basement bar called Ash. We killed it with Ash. People loved Ash right out of the gates. Mm-hmm. DJs, turntables, everything you would see when you lived. I lived up northeast coast, like New York, Chicago. Phil. The restaurant took some time to get going, but primarily it's because the area of town that we're in was kind of dormant, and we found our success was going right through the venue stuff. So instead of trying to invite 4 people to lunch, 4 people for dinner, we started inviting 100 people over for weddings, quinceañeras. The list goes kind of on and on. So from the nightlife to the restaurant business, I mean, it's more than just that, because it's evolved into literally, at this point, Smoke is the most exciting, dynamic venue in downtown San Antonio. And I'm a firm believer of that, because not only do we deal with just the locals, we deal a lot with convention business. And we have people that come in that aren't from San Antonio, that aren't from Texas, that aren't even from sometimes the United States, and they kind of see what we have to offer. So it's always a refreshing feeling to see kind of things that they like to do. To get more to Mike's questions, like the difference between the nightlife and the restaurant, sometimes it all feels like it's intertwined.
I was about to say, you kind of mixed it all into one with the venue that you have.
It's all intertwined. We've created this like self-sustaining building where on any given weekend we'll have a wedding upstairs. We'll throw a couple of birthday parties in Ash. The restaurant might have a couple of live performances from different bands that are out there, but it all culminates in the basement bar. So it's kind of a trap, to be honest with you. We do lunch, we do happy hour, we do dinner, we do banquets, caterings, and events. And when it's all said and done, you want to grab a drink, you come down to Ash, which is open till 2 a.m. Nice.
Didn't y'all have I think it was Khalid, I think is how you pronounce it.
That was, man, I'll tell you, I can tell you some stories.
That was so dope.
So the story behind the Khalid thing, and I'm glad you brought that one up because, that one kind of was crazy. It was a random Monday night, first time we're ever doing karaoke in the restaurant. We just said,
that was the first night for karaoke
ever.
too.
That's how you know it's a killer.
So
Yeah, on a Monday, literally on a Monday. So we were like, all right, whatever. So I was there. A client was meeting there. They wanted to have a wedding with us. So I was actually downstairs in the basement bar typing up a proposal, and one of my partners came up and said, "Hey, Adrian, come upstairs. There's another celebrity in the house. Let's take a picture with him." And I'm like, "All right, cool." And he says, I was like, "Who is it?" He goes, "Some guy named Khalid or Khalid." I was like, "Shut your mouth. There's no way. Whatever, right?" So I go upstairs from the basement, and sure enough, there's Khalid, and he's dressed really inconspicuous. He has a little ball cap on. Kid lost some weight, kind of thinner. I was like, no, there's no way this can be him. But sure enough, I mean, he's karaokeing the Miguel Schur thing, and I'm just like, complete mouth drop, because I myself, I grew up on the '90s music and all that, and he relates to that. I mean, that's probably the only artist. So if I could have met any artist right now, he would have been the one.
That's dope.
So he sings a song. He goes, sits down. And I go up to his table, and I say, "Hey man, thank you all for coming tonight." And he looks up to me and he says, "Oh, you figured out who I was?" And I said, "I think the whole damn restaurant figured out who you were when we started singing." So he was really cool and relaxed. And usually we've had a lot of celebrities come through: Jason Momoa, Snoop Dogg, Mario Lopez. I mean, the list goes on.
Snoop Dogg, baby.
Yeah, we have a whole list of people that came, but with this one, it was really just organic. We would have never known Khalid was there if it wasn't for that night we were doing karaoke. He just came dressed so inconspicuous. So afterwards, we took him down to Ash, and we had a couple of drinks and all that. And I asked him, I was like, "How did you hear about us?" And he goes, "Well, we were in town." I was like, "I know." And he goes, "Well, we Googled best barbecue downtown. You guys came up, so I want to give you all a shot." And he goes,
nice.
He goes, "Well, when I walked in, I saw you were doing karaoke, and I thought it'd be funny if I signed up." And I said, "You think?"
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah, so he signed up under the name Roger, and who'd have thought? Once I got up there and I saw it, he was singing. I told the manager, I was like, "Hey, let's just close the restaurant until the cooks to come down. Let's just do this all together." And this cat's selling out the AT&T Center next night, and I'm thinking like, we got a private performance here, and the whole time, super humble, cool, laid back. He's just thanking me like, "Hey, Adrian, thank you, appreciate you hosting us." And on my mind, I'm like, "You have any idea who you are?" Like, I don't think he knew who he is, but he does, right?
Right.
But we had some drinks that night. Next morning, woke up, had posted it. Before I know it, it was just like ding, ding,
viral.
ding, ding.
It
Really
did go viral.
2 weeks after, kind of calmed down, I got a call from CNN. They wanted to do a
CNN?
story. Yeah,
Dang.
a story on smoke because we've had a lot of people visit us, and I thought they were joking with me because I got a call on a Sunday, and I was like, "No, there's no way." And he goes, "Look up the story." He goes, "Look up Smoke Barbecue and Khalid." He goes, "You guys are on the first 5 pages of Google." He goes, "It got picked up by 62 media and radio outlets across the nation."
Wow.
Yeah, because it wasn't so much that he came to eat barbecue and smoke great, but the fact that this guy karaoke'd.
Right.
What a story. What a story. Yeah. So that led into so many other things. I mean, for the next 2 weeks, people just coming in, just like, "Oh, well, we heard about this place. This so and so was," and yeah.
That's so dope.
I could talk about that one forever. I feel like it was yesterday.
That's so dope how that works.
That's nice.
Yeah.
I mean, because people are like sitting, like having to actually pay to see this guy sing and perform, and he just showed up at your restaurant. Was like, "Hey, I think I'm gonna hop on the mic real quick," and just
And I was all schoolgirl giddy. I'm talking like, I was trying to talk to him. I was like, "Oh," and they just started laughing at me. I started laughing. I was like, and I'm standing like, freaking Khalid, man.
Have you got like that with other
That's
celebrities?
no, just that one, man.
Just that one?
Because you relate to him, that's why you got that more
From
vibe
the yes,
Gotcha.
like from the music and the feel and just him being so humble. It was like, wow. My birthday was this last Monday, and he actually, crazily, said, "Hey, Adrian from Smoke Barbecue" on their site, a happy birthday. And I was like, "Oh, no, that happened." Yeah.
Yo, man, I'll have a belated birthday to you,
Thank you, man.
Yes,
Thank you.
happy
21 over
belated.
again in a couple of years. Yeah.
There you go.
That's so dope. Have you ever been to one of his shows? Like seen him actually perform?
When I caught it a little bit when he first came to the Aztec years and years ago,
Okay.
and it was funny because we were talking like I'm talking to him the way we were talking. We're sitting there literally just having some cocktails or whatever, and I started asking him like, "Well, how did it get going for you?" And the story for him was literally like, he's like, "It was going well. I'm a sophomore going to junior in high school, and the song Location wasn't going to be recorded to the second album." He said, and he goes, "But they pushed to record it earlier, and once that hit, the show that he did." Like the first show we had was in Minnesota. It was like $5,000 what he got paid plus airfare. From one day to the next, literally the next show was booking at $500,000 because of location.
Wow.
So that song "Location" is what really took off. It took him to the next level. And I'm just thinking to myself like, I'm still like in awe of everything.
I wasn't too familiar with him until he actually performed at, I don't know if you've ever been to Mala Luna or heard of Mala Luna.
Of course.
But he was at Mala a couple years ago, and his set that he did, I became an instant fan. I was like, he is, because everyone knew the location song, and I didn't know the other stuff.
Talk, yeah.
He has a lot of stuff on there.
That was the song that I got. That got me.
I just like his whole vibe. So
good stuff. Yeah. So those are the things that kind of I wake up every morning literally pinching myself to be a part of, and the events just keep coming through. 3 weeks ago, Incarnate Word University was playing UTSA, and UIW came to us and said, we want to host our pregame event at Smoke. Nice. So we booked the event, and I figured how many people could be, 200, 300, 400, bring it on. The final count was 2,532 people.
Wow. There's a lot of people there. I saw Jasmine post a video.
Yeah, we closed off the street, tied in the parking lot. We can get up to 4,000 people when we close the street, and there's so much more coming. I don't know how much time we got. I can tell you about.
No,
the floor is open, brother.
Yeah, you know what?
It's all about you. It's all about you.
Talk about. I want to go a little bit behind. Before Smoke and before Ash. Talk about like what you did before, like because you were in the restaurant industry already with China Gardens.
China Gardens, yes, but before that. My background was actually accounting. I did CPA work, Got a degree from St. Mary's, studied accounting, double majored in computers, and passed the exam in the early 2000s. And I worked for a large accounting firm called PricewaterhouseCoopers, and then Ernst & Young for many years. Okay. And then when I went to a small regional firm is when I started working with some smaller accounts, and I got into more of the restaurant bar business, and it went from there. But really, it was kind of the culmination of everything I was doing then that got to kind of where Smoke is at right now. Because truth be told, when we first started this concept, the first location was in Stone Oak.
There you go, Stone Oak.
Yeah, and it was fun, and it was active. We had a really good chef, really guy that had a vision for what he wanted to do with the food. But after what we figured out after a little while is that in San Antonio, barbecues are not really a chef-driven cuisine. That when we started out, it was big plate, little meat. People wanted big plate, big meat. So we kind of had to roll up our sleeves and adjust the concept a little bit more and refine it, and that's kind of where it's at right now.
Nice. Now, after you doing accounting, were you part of the club's Dolce?
No, I never was a part of the clubs, man. I was just helping them with payroll and a couple of other things here and there. But I got to meet a lot of people, and it was fun. That's
where I met you. It was at the Dolce. Yeah.
Remember those clubs? I remember Dolce.
Yeah. So I met Adrian back then there, and then. Of course, China Gardens, and then Hidden Dragon.
Yeah, that was one as well. That's what we tried. We're working on that one as well too.
Had a Hidden Dragon lounge for a little bit, and then the Smoke Barbecue, and we had a brunch event over there that was really great. And now you're downtown. Mm-hmm. But you know what? The food is amazing. Like the barbecue is amazing. I took a picture of the food when I just went in there not too long ago and had the macaroni. Oh my gosh, I love macaroni.
What's the best thing you pick on?
Hands down, it's the brisket.
The cream corn.
Yeah, the cream corn is better than that other brand in town.
Too. That's what I had. Oh my gosh. Food.
I just want everything right now.
As we've made a little bit more money, we've been a big fan of, you kind of get what you pay for. So we've invested in our kitchen. We've invested in the staff that we're working with right now. And people have finally kind of bought into the vision of what we wanted to do in the sense of this is, it's not just Smoke. I mean, I don't see it as just being Smoke Barbecue Restaurant or Smoke the venue. I see it as the up-and-coming corridor of downtown San Antonio.
There you go.
Yeah.
When you think about it, there's downtown, there's the Pearl, there's Southtown, and then there's the east side where I'm at.
Right.
And everyone says, man, that's a great location right now, Adrian, but it wasn't like that 3 years ago. Things are changing now. There's 2 other restaurants that have moved in.
Things are changing in that area.
2 other bars that have moved in. There's a large apartment complex called the Baldwin.
Yep, the
Baldwin opened up. Vidor's been there. So now that area is coming to life more. And, my goal is to do one thing is to, not just run one of the corridors, but to take it over, and we're going to launch the Sunset District. So you're going to be here.
I was about to say, like in 2 or 3 years, our whole strip is going to be totally different, brother.
It's happening already.
I know they're working on big things downtown.
One of our biggest things to date, obviously, what's coming pretty soon is the brunch festival, no doubt about that. But there's another announcement that'll be coming, which will be Alamo City Comic-Con. Halloween edition. Yeah, it's going down the.
I got done taking a picture with the Black Ranger.
Yeah, so it's coming. It's coming, man. So there's more to share. Maybe in a couple of weeks, come back on the show and really kind of provide the basis of what's about to happen, at least in the fourth quarter of this year, because it's
fourth quarter is important.
It's nonstop. It really is.
We might be able to be in that thing, man. We might be able to be out there and hosting that thing,
That's
man.
Exciting.
That'd be pretty dope. Mike Anthony.
Yes, that would be awesome to host that event. I'm sharing the post right now with Adrian being on here. But everything that Adrian is doing, I watch everything. Like, it's so crazy to see how you can use that venue to do events. Yeah. I mean, you've done some huge events. And so when I was thinking about the brunch festival, and I actually shared the brunch festival I did with the team over here and then with a couple other people, I already knew offhand that I wanted to ask Adrian about it because, one, the venue is great. Two, I've known him for many years. And three, I knew he would take that risk with me on doing something like this. And, you know, we've been really great with updating every day, basically, on different things have changing and stuff like that, and been very transparent with all the guests, from the ticket sales to now, you know, doing a incredible deal. We were just going over like what should we do, how should we price everything, and then we were discussing about the drink tickets, and then Adrian said, fuck it, let's just do open bar. I was like, for real? He's like, yeah, 11 a.m., noon, open bar. I was like, damn.
That's
crazy.
Like,
and that's a great thing for VIP, you know? So you get the VIP ticket for $50. The promo code is SMOKE, all lowercase. And you get first access to the event before it opens to the public from 11 a.m. to noon. Mm-hmm. You get open bar, 11 a.m. for noon.
Okay.
And then you get unlimited food tastings of the restaurants that have what they're providing. So, I mean, it's a great thing that we could put this together. I mean, Adrian, you have, I mean, an incredible venue for this. And I mean, what do you think so far? Like, you think what are your thoughts about this event?
I think we're going to kill it. I think we're going to kill it. And the goal behind this is obviously we want to give exposure to all the restaurants that are out there. You know, and for Smoke, we want to be able to showcase the venue. But, you know, I have one goal that's far-reaching above all. It's just for the guests that visit us to have an amazing experience. If it's not an amazing experience, we failed. And I wholeheartedly mean it. That's when Mike and I started talking about what can we do to elevate what we're doing here. We already have great restaurants. The food's going to be awesome, right? The fact that it's air conditioned, it's inside, I mean, that's a big plus. But, you know, we're going to run this open bar from 11 to 12 for the VIPs so people get tons of value for their money. And anything that we do at Smoke and at Ash as well, too, our goal is we want our clients to feel like they're getting value for their money. And if they do, they're going to keep coming back for more. We're not that place that sells a $15 old fashioned. We're not that place that even tries to price a drink at $10 to $12. You know, our beers are $4, house wine 6, 7, 8, cocktails 7, 8, 9. And we serve some damn good drinks, so we pour an ounce and a half. But when people get there, they're going to realize that this is an amazing place to be. There's going to be plenty of free parking in the area, all these different restaurants, entertainment, and it's going to wow the heck out of everybody. You know.
So how's New Year's looking for you?
So there's a lot that's going into New Year's this year.
I know that New Year's is a big thing, especially in your area.
It is. Your
area.
Man, there's so much more that I wish I could. Yeah, there's so much more I wish I could share. Like right now, I've just been kind of.
I have a feeling like you have something big.
Oh yeah, man.
For New Year's, because the way you're talking.
It's beyond. It's honestly what we're working on right now. It's beyond.
There's a reason
Smoke.
why I keep asking somebody about New Year's.
What I'm working on right now, it's even beyond Smoke. There's an opportunity to do some bigger stuff. Working a lot smarter than working a lot harder. But for New Year's, what's going to change this year is that in the past 3 years, there's always been the Alamo Bowl that happened like on the 20th or 29th. Yep. And then we had New Year's, so we had 2 big days. Well, the Alamo Bowl's on New Year's Eve this year.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow.
So,
yep, it sure is.
It is. And so
I know.
After
they've been promoting it on Alamo Dome.
Right. And after what we learned with you know with hosting UIW's tailgate event, and we also did that for Michigan during the Final Four, and we hosted Army this last weekend. I firmly believe we'll get one of the teams that are selected. Mm-hmm. So the goal is to get one of the teams to build out the infrastructure for a pregame event, and then the game starts at 7:30, and then we turn that into our ultimate New Year's Eve party by closing the street and doing it all over again.
Dang.
That's dope.
That would be dope.
It's going to be a big day for y'all.
It'll be a big day.
That's exciting, though. That's what I love about your location and your venue is y'all cater to anything you want to do. We have something for you. Like, we have a place for you to do.
There's like no limits for you guys.
So
not at all.
It's actually very, very
smart.
smart.
You're like, bring it on. We're ready.
You know, I tell my clients when they walk on the door, they come for a tour, whether it's any event they want. And I said, there's only 3 restrictions at the venue. Number 1 is we have to sell the alcohol because we're the venue. Mm-hmm. But number 2 and 3, they go hand in hand. And I say them jokingly. Number 2, we ask our clients not to bring confetti in. Number 3 is glitter. But after that, any question you ask me, the answer is yes. Like, there's nothing you can ask me for your event that we would say no to because we've done it all. Right. You know, at this point, I've had the tour about 1,200 times. We book about 95% of the clients that walk in our door. And I think a lot of it has to do with just the flexibility, the central location, the tons of parking, and our venue's just so nicely decorated. You know, if you're having a wedding, you know, and you look at another venue, you get charged thousands of dollars, but then you have to decorate it. Then you got to bring in tables, chairs, linens.
You guys already accommodate that.
One-stop shop, man. And we're damn good at it.
One-stop shop for
We're
weddings.
damn-
I mean, 150 weddings to
30 months.
You know, so
30 months, yeah.
30 months, man.
Damn, man, shit.
This coming Monday, 9:30, it's a private event, but Siemens Technology is in town for an event, for a conference. And they're the premier leader on the conference that's going to happen. And they reached out to us, 500 people, and it'll take over the whole building. Monday Night Football, 22 TVs everywhere.
Now, go ahead. No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say,
Let that man finish. He's on the road.
Yeah. So
He's like, I told you.
me and the lead have been figuring this out. But so what they think is going to happen is that at halftime there's going to be some kind of performance. What they don't know is that, you know, at halftime everyone will go out to the rear of the building and there's just 3 adjoining balconies, and we have a stage, and we're actually going to have the halftime show outside.
You said the outside stage?
There's the whole outside
Yeah,
stage.
because I remember
3
when
balconies.
Sunset Station was, they used to have the outside
Well, that's
stage.
the pavilion over there. This is
That's
right
the pavilion,
behind
yeah.
the restaurant, so they'll come out too. So it's going to be all this. Yeah, I mean, we got a local high school band coming in. I mean, just
That's
fun.
so dope.
I mean, just it's
is
fun
that?
at this point. Next Monday, 9:30.
So we're doing the show
So
from
we're not
there
going to be
on
here next
Monday.
Thursday.
We could
So
do-
yeah,
we could do-
Natalie
We're doing the show
and
from there
Mel
on Monday.
Finest will not be here. We're already
we
saying
could-
it now. We're not going to be here. We'll be over there.
could do
We're
this
going
live.
live. We're not going to be here, Michael. We're telling you now. We're
No,
not.
if
We're
we
literally.
have
We're literally.
equipment,
over
we
there.
can-
Yeah, we're
That would
literally
be
not-
dope.
Producer needs to work on that.
Yeah,
Our
so
producer needs to work
Mike
on that.
Anthony will be doing the show by himself. Me and Boogie will be going live on late night with all access. We have access to it. We will be going live. Oh shit! Go ahead. Keep going.
Yeah. I mean, I can keep going on. Just feel free to ask questions, and
Yeah, I mean, the
do
viewers
this
that are
every day.
watching right now, please feel free to ask questions. Remember, we're going to be giving away 4 tickets to the VIP tickets to the San Antonio Brunch Festival this Saturday at Smoke Barbecue Restaurant. But the thing I want you to describe the venue for the viewers to know. Like,
I never been,
you
so
have go ahead and describe your whole entire venue.
Yeah, okay. So, and this is one of the hardest things to do is because we do so many like corporate events with the convention centers.
Yeah.
How do you get somebody that's from Minnesota that's never been to San Antonio to let them know that the Riverwalk's not that cool and something about fajitas a los shoto
Yeah, man, for real. That's really hard, man.
For us, we're barbecue, so we do well when it comes to people from traveling out of town. I always tell the joke that when people visit from out of town, they come to San Antonio for 3 things. The first one is Mexican food. The second one's Mexican food on the Riverwalk, and the third one's barbecue, and that's where we come in. So our venue. So when you walk in on the first floor is the main dining room. We can sit 122 people. We can get 160 in a cocktail reception. There's 10 TVs that wrap around the main dining room floor. It's more of kind of like the sports bar eatery, but it's fun, beautiful looking place. Next to it, there's a new bar that we're opening up that's attached. It's a small one. We're going to call it Bar Fuego. It's going to be a tequila, mezcal, and margarita bar.
That's all Latin.
Are you trying to drink?
DJ Richie Rich, come holler at my man.
Tequilas over there.
DJ Richard Rich.
The second floor, we call it the Palace floor. And when the building was built back in 1929, it was built as an amenity to the train station next door, which is Sunset Station. You know, when I was going to name the club, you know, I thought about the Palace, but that one was taken already. So, right.
You don't want to do that.
Right, I don't want to do that. Yeah.
You don't want to do that. You don't want that.
So on the second floor is the large banquet room. We can sit 150 people, but we can get to 300 people when we use the main banquet room plus the adjoining balconies. And then the hidden gem is in the basement. We built a bar called Ash.
Yes.
People still ask why they call it Ash. Well, ash falls below the smoke. And then the last one. Yeah.
See?
Yeah.
I see
Smoke,
what you
fuego,
did there.
ash.
Yeah.
I see what you did
And then
there.
inside of
Fire,
Ash.
baby. It's all about the fire, baby.
All of that stuff. And then inside of Ash, there's a hidden speakeasy bar. Start looking around. There's a wall that looks like a big brick wall. You push through it, and it takes you into a little cocktail lounge.
Yeah.
So
That's what
so it's a hidden room, and Adrian, I may be wrong on this, but I think Adrian was the first venue to have a hidden room.
And then some other stuff too.
You know, he was the first venue to have a hidden room concept. I don't.
There was a bar for Broadway that had it some time
I've
ago.
never seen it before, so.
There was a small cocktail lounge that had one off of Broadway some time ago. It was a phone booth and all that, and it lasted more than a couple months. But it was a smaller cocktail lounge. I saw it when I visited New York. I went to a place called PDT. It stood for Please Don't Tell, and it's the one where you go down. It's this hot dog place. It's called Chris. Everyone's eating hot dogs. You go to a phone booth. You push one, it goes into a little bar. So. But that was our kind of, that's what we wanted to do. So we use that small private room that seats up to 32 people for corporate parties, retirement parties, employment parties, birthday parties. I mean, it pretty much rents out every
So
Friday
again,
and Saturday.
people, you have the main
the
room,
bar room,
the bar room, the Palace. That's what is known. But he has a sidebar in that same level, which is the co-founder, right?
The co-founder is going to be Barfuego now.
Barfuego now, and then you have upstairs, which is beautiful, and then you have the downstairs basement, and then you also have outside kind of, you could
You're
work
like
with the
smoking
courtyard.
place, smoke cigars and stuff like that.
Man, there's a little bit of everything.
Yeah, because you got smoke going on. You might as well be smoking something up
And
there.
if only the city allowed it, right? We'd be there, make some money.
Smoke going on, baby. Smoke, dog.
The best way to kind of view it, I just typed it right now on the feed. Our main website is smokedowntown.com, all one word, smokedowntown.com.
Nice.
We have an alternate site called venueandcatering.com. It's all one word.
Okay, it's right there in the comments below, people.
So venueandcatering.com, you can go there. It's a really interactive site. You see all different 10 venues that we have. You can click on them. It shows you how many people we seat. There's videos that play from our corporate clients in the past. And that really gives you a better idea of what we can accomplish at the venue.
Now, how many caterings do you do? I mean, barbecue is huge.
We're fortunate that it's very caterable.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of clients will ask us, how the heck do y'all pull off all these events on the weekends at the same time, right? Like, how are you not going to film me? Well, if you think about it, our menu lends itself to large groups. Because by the time it's go time, we smoke the meats the night before, made the sides in the morning, so all we're doing is slicing and scooping.
That's how barbecue was the day before.
Right.
Yeah, I got you.
And then dedicated event teams. From a catering perspective, we probably run anywhere from on the low end 3 or 4 orders to on a high end. I think we'll push out maybe about 10 to 12 orders a day. So we probably feed about 800 to 1,000 people over the course of Monday through Friday.
How you pick your staff on who you need, man?
Whoever wants to bust their butt.
There you go.
That's real talk right there.
I mean, the truth of the story is that, a couple of years ago, we almost lost smoke. There was a point in time where, we couldn't cash our checks and we couldn't meet our vendor needs. And, and then the story behind that is that when we moved in there, the landlord said, get your financing together. We like your concept. And we're going to bring all these other, bars and restaurants. Well, nobody showed up. Nobody came. The landlord left us on a line of all ourselves. Right. And where everybody stopped believing, and a lot of people stopped believing, trust me, the naysayers, we just kept pushing on. At one point, I think we owed CPS Energy like $32,000.
Wow.
And we were fortunate that the contact at CPS, she grew up in the service industry, restaurant industry, and she said, "Yeah." She goes, "We believe in you," and she goes, "We appreciate that you're keeping up with cleanliness, what's going on." She's like, "We know that when you get to the Final Four, everything's going to be great." So we got to the Final Four, blew it out of the water, and we never looked back.
That's a beautiful thing.
I met a guy named Andrew that worked for Adidas, because we started touring all the sponsors for the Final Four because they wanted to throw events because of our proximity to the Alamo Dome. And Andrew said, he goes, Adrian, this is an awesome place. He goes, but you're not a restaurant. You're not a bar. He goes, you're an entertainment venue. And I said, I am? He goes, yes. And he goes, in fact, you're the most exciting and dynamic venue downtown San Antonio has to offer. And I said, I am? He goes, you are. He goes, I'm going to show you how to do it. And sure enough, man, he showed me how to chop up the building, sell the building, push the building, how to educate people. He taught me about events. I had no idea there was this much venue business in San Antonio.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea.
Yeah, you're in the mecca of that thing. For real.
And where we've been, really fortunate is that on the weekdays we get to play with the convention center, and they got the MX card, right?
True.
But on the weekends, all those people go home back to their families, and it allows us to work with the locals and do really events that are economical, at very budget conscientious. Sure. So I see my venue as more of like a hotel where we're going to stack revenue on the different floors. This way we don't have to hit somebody hard and say, you know what, your wedding's going to be $15,000. Our average wedding for 100 people runs like $7,000, $8,000, and that's all in. Full service, barbecue, the whole nine. So we're able to do that on multiple floors and really kind of make what we need for it to keep going. But also the marketing behind this thing. People walk in, they're like, I didn't even know this damn thing was here. So I think that's going to happen with 95% of the people that are going to come to the brunch festival on Saturday.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yeah.
I'll have a great time.
Before I moved downtown about 5 or 6 years ago, I lived up here off of 1604, and I did all the bars back in the day, the long bars, the Ivies, the Dolces, and all that. Yeah. And it's amazing to see that how many of those faces that I kind of grew up with for 3 or 4 years, I rarely ever see downtown. But downtown is just alive and it's budding. People are coming, but this will be an opportunity to bring people down and say like, man, there's so much to see here.
So the east side of downtown, right?
Inside of downtown.
It's a beautiful spot.
It really is.
When the soccer event happened,
man, that was nuts.
I seen it. They're blocking everything off, so I know you were popping.
We blew out every Dos Equis bottle that we had.
I knew it. I knew it, brother. I knew it.
And
now
tequila.
You have to prepare for that. We need triple the order from last.
Now we reached out to Dos Equis. they helped us with a couple things. They bought in some all kind of things. Twang was there as well too.
Okay. You had a lot.
But this was my third year doing the soccer game, and I learned this. you make the money on the front end and you close because you don't want to mess with that group afterwards.
No, you
and
do not.
And don't get me wrong,
Sure.
I was with the group, but I was just across the street at Alibi's party. Yeah,
you played smart. You learned your lesson. Hey, I've been doing this for a while now, man.
I still hear in my head, ole, ole.
Hey.
That was a party. That was a man. I'll tell you, Mexico lost by 4 or 5 goals. Man, you acted like they won the World Cup. They kept jumping up and down, but it was fun. It was fun, and it just brought more, more attention to that area of town. Like, keep your eyes put. You're going to see some stuff that's going to come out probably in the next week or two that we've already recorded.
Right.
I'll say it again, the Sunset District, and you'll hear that name again. And there's a
Sunset District.
It's gonna be
Okay.
fun, man. Give it 2 or 3 years, man. It's gonna be a whole new thing downtown.
man.
I know it.
I'm itching to say something else, but I told one of my friends I'm not going to comment.
Yeah.
I just know that there's a lot of good things coming in that area.
There is a lot of things that are happening
down there. I mean,
the thing is that I want the viewers to know that if you have any type of event that you want to, if you have an idea of an event that you want to do, talk to Adrian. Like, that's all you have to do is talk to Adrian, and he'll outline everything and go step by step with you and be very fair with you. Because there's a lot of things that a lot of people want to do, and sometimes they just don't know where to start or who to ask or, where to begin. And you have to, if you want to do an event, you have to pick a venue. You have to. And most venues are very, they have their standard procedures of what they expect. And Adrian's really kind and fair to where he'll work with you. I mean, hence the reason why we're having the San Antonio Brunch Festival first year here at Smoke Barbecue Restaurant. And hopefully we can expand it to where it takes the whole block. And we can do.
No, it's going to happen.
It's going to happen. It is going to happen. Yes,
Yeah,
and I like that.
Next year,
it's
we're
going to happen.
We're going to have probably like 25, 30 different people that are going to join us, and the genesis of what we're trying to do is just it's a collaboration amongst business owners. A lot of these restaurants that are involved, they don't have that kind of corporate money they get on TV or jump on billboards. Mm-hmm. Some do, but these kind of collaborations that come together, and then we're offering these ticket prices that are, to be honest with you, are insane. I was part of a whiskey business with the Current, and it was $85 to get into this dang thing. And it was cool. It was a cool event, but I get it. There's a lot of overhead marketing.
True.
We're at the Whitty Museum. I 100% get it. Well, as the owner of the venue, like I told Mike, there is no venue fee for this. Mm-hmm. This is truly a give back to get people in the door and say, let's have a damn good time with this.
And the beauty of it, too, is that we're giving back a portion of the proceeds to the San Antonio Food Bank. And you can't go wrong when you're actually eating delicious food, drinking, and knowing that you're giving back to the community all at the same time. Wow. And like Adrian said, we're going to have about 26 or more plus restaurants already for next year, because we already have 10 right now, right, and 16 restaurants, because I reached out to almost every single restaurant that you could think of. You're talking from the South Chicken and Waffle to Mr. C's to Boiler House to Rebel to Feast to Candlelight to I've reached out to so many, to Snooze, to Expectation, to Whiskey Cake. You named them. Mexican restaurants too that I can't pronounce their names, but I seriously reached out and talked, and the difference between, it was crazy. One of the owners told me that he said, you know what I liked about you is that you did not call, you came and visit. And that was one of the owners. What he was saying is that you don't see that a lot. You always hear people just calling and say, "Hey, I have this event. Can I speak to the manager?" But I took the time to go out there to meet them and talk to them and tell them exactly what the vision was. And one of the owners, he's told me, he's like, "You're doing something great." And no one said no, and that's the beauty of it. No one said no. It was either manpower or just not the timing right now, but they all pre-registered for next year. That's why we can say, if we keep the 10 right now and we have the 16 that pre-registered, that's already 26 restaurants, and that's not including like all the other restaurants that is still there. So this event for next year is going to be really good.
Damn, man, you're going to mess around and have a vendor party in that place. Man.
It's going to be great this year. It's going to be amazing this year. Over my dead body, I'm going to make it amazing. Wow.
I can tell.
So let's look at the comments. I love DJ Richie Rich, Latino Festival SA 2020.
I told you, man, you have DJ Richie Rich and that thing. It's going to be lit.
We should do something like that.
Festival, man.
Latino.
Man, we got to say it right first before we fucking do it. Latino Fest 2020.
Latino
Smoke,
Fest.
baby.
Yeah.
Hey, that's promo when I get better.
They had the. I mean, what? I know one of the festivals that y'all had was the Fidel, and that was great turnout.
Oh my god, I wanted to go to that
yeah.
so bad.
That was great. I mean,
Fidel.
what's some other previous festivals or events that y'all have had?
Yeah, I mean, so the biggest one, no doubt, was the Fidel Local Festival. We helped our friend Roxanne with that one because their venue switched at the last minute. This year, they're going to host it at Alamo Beer.
Okay.
So it's on November 2nd. Best of luck to them. A much larger format venue than we have, but I think they're expecting, probably 5 or 6, maybe 7,000 people. That always is a good draw for her, so she's doing really well there. But the things that we've done on our own is just things that we've we've made up on the fly. I mean, literally, in order to survive at Smoke, we had to be as creative as we could possibly be. And yes, the Final Four put us in a position where we could be successful. But when you came to me with this idea, what was the first thing I said?
You said
done.
Yes. Yeah, done.
I said done. This is a great idea.
He's like, I love it.
San Antonio likes events like this.
Yeah.
With San Antonio, what I really want to do, was going a little too far with this one.
Later on.
Here's my end game. My end game is this: I want to bring a South by Southwest event to the Sunset District, closing streets, multiple bands, multiple performers, and we're getting pretty close to that.
That's a beautiful thing, brother. That's a beautiful thing.
We're getting pretty close to that. I think there's a need for that in San Antonio. People here, they want to go out and they want to do festive stuff. Why the city doesn't get behind it, I have no idea. You can go to Houston, you can go to Dallas, you can go to Austin. Like, let's do it. Let's close streets. Let's have parties. San Antonio, let's go down to the Riverwalk, or let's bottle it up for Fiesta. Sad but true. But I'm fortunate that I have above a platform right now with the venue and with what's going on in the area, that I plan to utilize that platform to inspire and promote and connect with everybody.
That's good to know. I mentioned Mauluna earlier because I actually work for Mauluna, and so I might hit you up to do some kind of. We're looking for new things to do all the time, but I'm always getting asked, hey, do we have a place where we can do meetings? Do we have a place where we can do this? And we just pop up at a random bar. Mm-hmm. But it would be nice to actually have like a venue or something we can go to, throw a party, something.
For anybody that's watching this episode,
hit you up for that.
For anybody that's watching this episode, I mean, if you're looking to have lunch, just come out. But if you're looking just for a small meeting space for you and your clients, I mean,
Wi-Fi is available.
The whole nine. We have private rooms and all that. If we're not using it for a client at the time, you guys are welcome to use it. Obviously, all my contact information is here on the live feed. But we're open to everything and everything. We're real flexible, and we just want to share all that we have to share.
Yeah, no, and that's a great thing to know. I was reading some of the comments. Jack, he says, get WP about bands down there. Move Big Red and Babacoa Fest over there.
Yeah, the Big Red Babacoa down there.
That's 30,000.
That's guaranteed. That's Big Red Babacoa is guaranteed to pack that thing out.
How many people could you feel can be in that space of not just Smoke, but
Big Red Babacoa is big,
and the Sunset Station? Like,
I think we're gonna get 25,000 people in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, 25,000.
And I can release that maybe in a week or two and tell you what's going on.
Nice.
Not privy to all of it yet, but there's something big coming up, like really big coming up, and just got to sign some lines and some forms and we'll get there. But about 25,000 people when we close off the streets and use the venue itself.
Very dope.
So I'm excited for the growth of what you're doing.
Perfect timing.
Yeah, indoor, outdoor, the whole nine. I mean, it's going to be fun to see how it's transformed. And, where we learned all that we learned, man, it was just, honestly, from the Final Four and these damn corporate sponsors.
That's what I saw. When I saw you do the Final Four, I was thinking to myself, I was like, and WP, when we're doing the Babacoa Big Red Festival, and I'm a big brunch person, I was just like, this is a great opportunity because you're trending. Brunch is trending so much right now. People are brunching all the time, and it made sense. It just made perfect sense, and I'm glad that we're keeping everything inside and being smart about this and not going too big. And then next year, of course, expanding.
All goes back to let's keep it nice and tight, have an excellent experience, and most of all, it's just use critical thinking as we build this thing.
Yes.
Because we want everybody to walk in and walk away saying they had an amazing experience. And to everyone that's on this show right now, if you're not having an amazing experience, come to me and we're just drinking tequila together or something, because we're gonna make it an amazing experience.
I love that.
We're gonna have a damn good time, and I guarantee it. And all my, the partners that work with me, the employees that work with me, I mean, they're all excited about this event. They're incredibly excited.
One of the questions that Nat Boogie had asked John when he was on here in the first part was, are you at the restaurant all the time? And I already know the answer with you, but are you like
what I asked was, are you the type of owner that goes and talks to people that are in the restaurant as they're eating, checking up on them, stuff like that?
is what I was asking the other.
It goes
John.
above and beyond that.
All the extra stuff, but making that personal interaction, I think definitely does. It helps a lot.
It definitely does. I'm there 7 days a week, pretty much from 9 o'clock at night to 9 in the morning, 9 o'clock at night for the most part.
Very dope.
It's, you gotta understand, smoke's my baby. At one point, I almost lost it, and there's a huge chip on my shoulder. You know, not even the landlord thought I was going to make it, much less some ex-employees. And so when I wake up each morning and I look at where I'm at now, people are asking me, like, Adrian, like, why are you hustling so hard? Like, well, why wouldn't I? Yeah. There was a time that we opened up for lunch and no one came in. You know, now I can't keep up with the amount of venue context that you keep coming in. People are getting, one person got mad at me during the Incarnate Word event. He was text messaging me and said, it was funny, we emailed 7 venues, you're the only person that didn't respond. And I took a picture and I said, there's 2,000 people here, what do you want me to do? You know, so what that means is now we can afford to hire somebody, and we're bringing someone else on board and building a better team. And you know, I always like to refer to that part, was it Iron Man 2, where Nick Fury comes up and he goes, I'm building a team. Well, that's what we're doing now.
There you go.
Like, we're building a team. Like, I mean, for what as much as I'm saying, and I know I sound really confident in what I'm saying, and it's just because I am. You know, I know what we're capable of. I know the quality of the food that we're pushing out. You know, I'm confident in the staff. The list goes on and on. Are we perfect? No, we're not perfect. Are we where we want to be? Absolutely not. You know, but we're going to strive for bigger and better things. And I think over the next couple of months, as the district starts to rise, as downtown starts to rise, and when I say rise, because there's something behind that as well too, it's all going to come together. It's all going to come together.
That's exciting.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what. At 42. I'm a big believer in faith, and I'm blessed and fortunate. Never been married, have no kids, but I can tell everything about planning a baby shower and a wedding.
Good stuff to know.
That's good stuff. Now, what is some advice that you would give to someone that was wanting to open up a restaurant or a venue? What would be some of the advice?
Advice number 1, location. Nothing trumps it, location. You know, you still got to have good food and you still have to have good service so you can pull it off. But there's a reason why, you know, things work. Like, you know, McDonald's is on every corner. By Bill Miller's, it's good barbecue. I mean, shit, I won't smoke and I eat at Bill Miller's once a week because it's convenient and there's drive-thrus, right? So location. 2 is figuring out how to set yourself apart from the competition or actually work with the competition. That's my status right now, is I want to work with everybody. And then last one is just, you got to be critical thinking, and you gotta have cash flow. You gotta have working capital. Like, don't step into something because you think it's gonna be fun. I mean, I'm the first person to say I had 4 or 5 businesses that fell flat on their butts. You know, it took me kind of honing things down to one location, but I could put everything under one roof where I could finally control it. You know, where we can control the quality of the food, control the quality of the service. You know, be the face of that company. You know, get one. I mean, I have friends right now that have restaurants and they have one. I want to open another one. You know, and then they want to open up a third. I'm like, why? All you're going to do is have one that's going to lose and it's going to take away from the other one. And it's going to drive.
I was invested into all of it. Make it
I was there, you know. And sometimes
I think most of the times people think franchising. That's why, you know, and it takes, and it's hard work, like you said, you know. Yeah. So I say the same thing. If you have a good restaurant, one restaurant, focus on that for a good, you know, 2 to 3 years, maybe down the line, open up another one. But if you don't have to, don't do it.
Don't do it. No, there's money to be made on the outside the walls. Catering, just like John said. Cater. Man, people got to wake up and eat every day.
Are you guys doing DoorDash and all that stuff as well?
We do the DoorDash, the Uber Eats, the Grubhub, Easy Cater, all the third-party delivery sites. You know,
nice.
and it works well, but it's nothing like the relationships that we created with these pharmaceutical reps.
Oh, pharmaceutical reps. There you go.
Nice.
Teachers, you know, we do a give back every couple of weeks. We do a free catering to them.
It's crazy because it's crazy because we had some of the brunch owners at the venue just this past weekend, and one of them was just like, when he was getting the tour, he was just like, oh, I want to book an event. It's just so crazy just how it works, just instantly right there.
That fast.
Yeah, that quick. You know, because they're now, the brunch owners are now looking at the venue and realizing that he offers such a great, you know, a venue to where they can do their own events for their other side of the businesses. And I think that's what, you know, when people go into this event Saturday morning, they're going to see, wow, we can do this with something different concept or whatever. And it's a great flow. It is an absolutely great flow.
And what else we're going to see too is what I'm really excited about is I was on the corner by myself for 3 years, and since then there's been some restaurants and bars that opened up. So give a shout out to a couple of people.
Yeah,
Gerardo and his crew over there at Toro Kitchen. They had their first location up in Stone Oak. Okay. They moved in about a year ago with us. And
they had the headed door. Cellar.
Yeah. So for the restaurant, it's a Spanish tapas, Toro Kitchen and Bar. Awesome food, man. Panela 43, Juan Carlos. That dessert is my favorite in the world. Oh. But in the basement, they built a really cool bar called the Cellar Mixology. Hector Vargas is the lead bartender down there. Always a good time. Right next to them opened up another bar called Lily Greenville. Lily Greenville's by the same guys that own the George's Keep and the Blue Box and all that. And they have a really cool staff in there. Eddie, Miguel, Orlando, all those guys, Barbara, making up some excellent cocktails. And then across the street, the old Alamo Depot Sports Bar got bought by George Govern's sister, and they're going to turn it into a jazz bar. And the last restaurant that's going to come in is called Suck at the Restaurant, which is here in the medical center. So it's going to be a sushi bar. Nice. So when was the last time you saw 5 or 6 bars plus a couple of restaurants on the same block and it didn't work?
Oh, wow.
And
it's all going to...
Jazz. I'm a big fan of jazz. I love jazz.
It'll all be activated by November.
That is awesome.
Yeah, and people ask me, like, Adrian, like, don't you see this as competition? And I say the high tide raises all ships.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Business, more money.
And even more, no matter what happens, we got the
What
biggest,
did John
best looking house
earlier?
in the corner block.
Business brings business, or something like that.
Yeah, bring business.
Business brings business, man.
Yeah.
And we're all working together. Everyone that's on the block with us right now, they're all individual owners in the sense that there's no corporations or anything like that. Everyone finished out their venue space is really nice as well too.
Nice.
So it's a stroll and a walk. So when we come to the brunch festival this coming week, our thing starts at 11, it ends at 4. Doesn't mean anybody has to leave. Everyone can stay, enjoy smoke, or they can just jump around. I want to give a tour to walk people over to come check out Lily's. Come check out Toro. Come check out the Cellar. Come check out Alibis. That's another one. Alibis has been there since 2008.
That
they
is
roughed
true.
it out.
Alibis,
so we got to go give Alibis a shout out. And it all works well. Alibis is great service industry drinks and all that. And Toro's a little bit of the higher end. They make some awesome cocktails. Lily's is kind of like the third tier, and then Smoke's that average place where. Say average, but we have the average price drinks, so I guess what I'm referring to.
Yeah.
You can go in there $4, watch the game and all.
Yeah.
So it's a great mix, man. If I talk real fast, it's just because I'm excited.
Exactly.
Yeah,
that's
the way it is.
Yeah. It wasn't.
You ain't
it wasn't
talking
like
too fast
this
for people. They're just listening too slow.
Yeah, it wasn't like this before.
You
Man.
ain't shit, boy. You think
Baby.
You ain't. I know exactly where that came from. That was smooth. I'm hurting, dog. Go ahead.
Do you want to have them pick a winners?
Pick a winner.
Actually, before we pick a winner, we always I want to make this a tradition to where we ask our special guests their top 5 DJs, local.
Oh,
DJs.
you want to do that?
I want to do that.
All right.
Who are your top 5 DJs?
I'm into the DJ thing, and it's just here. This goes back to one of the comments I made earlier that it's so crazy and weird that the people that live up on 1604 have no idea what really goes on downtown. Because there's a whole set of different DJs. There's a set of DJs that live and breathe downtown for the last 20 years.
Top 5. Your top 5.
Man.
San Antonio DJs. San Antonio. No, it doesn't matter if they're 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just top 5.
Best DJ in the business, hands down, Donnie D.
Oh,
Yes, thank you. Yes.
Yeah, when it comes
Good
to
answer.
true DJing, Donnie D.
Donnie D.
Yeah,
I said the same thing.
He's above and beyond.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's
number,
one.
Number 2 for me, my homie, and I love what he does. DJ City.
DJ City.
City.
I love City.
Good people.
And
Okay.
and after that, not that it drops off, I think it just becomes so diverse. Of course, Tonic, Duano, my guys, the Brothers Groove, DJ Technique, and DJ Gibby Diaz.
I know who they are.
Yeah, on Saturdays we run 2 DJs, 4 turntables. So if you're into hip hop, R&B, a little bit of throwback with a sprinkle of top 40, that's what we do. I tell people on Saturday night, Ash isn't just a bar and a club. Ash is an experience. I mean, you're gonna feel like you're in New York, Chicago. These guys bring the fire like there's no fire done before. It's an amazing experience.
So Donnie D, City.
Donnie D, City, Tonic, Duano, Gibby, and Technique.
Gibby.
I know that's 6, but it's just like
There you go. No.
flavor.
I got your top 5. Yeah, right there.
Those are my
That's
boys.
awesome.
But I mean, I can shout out for people forever because there's so many people that have come through the venue. Right now, Ammunition's helping us out on Fridays, and he's great. He's been great because he's been so versatile. Yeah, he's been so versatile, coming in there. DJ Ice, Xavier the freaking Rican was with us for a little while.
Okay.
Congrats to him.
Xavier,
Yeah, shout out to Xavier. He's on the vibe. I mean, that's one of the
doing good
homies
things.
because he kept, even after he was off the show and he was just doing his own thing with podcasts, he kept himself relevant in everyone's eyes. Lo and behold, man, he's back on the radio harder than ever right
Xavier
now.
just stay focused, man. He's
Yep.
a good dude, man.
Yeah,
He's a real
man.
good dude.
Is Vibe the same with the beat?
Yeah,
It's the same company.
Same company?
It's their
Okay.
old school station.
But then they're gonna change it later on to no old school station. That's what I really I hate the fact that or don't want to say hate, but I don't like when a radio station brings in the old school and then
they change it up.
Change it up to format to new school. They're just like leave it to old school music because
pretty sure Xavier
did that. Right?
They hire Xavier for a perfect reason, man. Xavier knows what he's doing. It'll be good.
But but not to really get back to I love the DJ life that's in San Antonio.
That's amazing.
What are some of the places or first, do you like nightclubs versus bars, or bars versus clubs, or lounges, or are you kind of diverse to where you like them all?
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I don't think I've been to a club in San Antonio in a couple of years.
Okay.
I mean, who would you consider a club in San Antonio? I guess there's Live or Love. What is it now? I mean, I don't mean that in the bad way. I don't mean that in the bad way.
Hey, bro, I'm not gonna lie to you. You know what? To be honest with you, look, I'm gonna check it out, man. To be honest with you, since we talked about Club Love, no one has mentioned that club at all. We talked about it that one time on the show, and I've not seen one post, one mention about Love. Period. Since that one night,
clubs are tough. I mean,
the best nightclub,
obviously the Hotel Tesco Tech. Yeah, those guys go. I've been there once, and I think.
Have you ever been?
Yeah. No, I mean,
he's going.
I'm gonna go.
For my birthday.
We're gonna go
for my birthday. You're going.
When is your
that's
birthday
truly an
again?
experience there.
October,
but
5th.
After that,
Is that a Saturday?
what other clubs are really out there at this point? And I mean that because I just don't know. I'm a downtown guy. I stay like.
Okay, so what besides Ash Basement? What other
bars do I go to?
Bars do you
The
go
Ember
to?
Room, which is right next to Ash. I go to Smoke Bar. I go to Fuego Bar, which is also inside of Smoke.
Shameless plug.
At the end of the day,
Shameless
he's not
plug.
lying. He's like, shit, I go to all the bars. It's not gonna be in my spot. Shit, that's not wrong with that, brother.
It's fun just to have everything that. I mean, the last
I wanna go
couple
check
of
his
months,
spot out. I wanna
the
go
last
check
couple
his
of
spot
months with Lily's opening up, with Lily Greenville opening up, and with Toro and the Cellar. I mean, it's cool because we're all working together. It's just bouncing back and forth, jumping into alibis. Last night I went to Jokesters. My friend Arnie a couple of birthday shout outs. Shout outs real quick. Yeah, Marsha's over there. A couple of birthday shout outs. Arnie Mendoza, it's his birthday as well too. Sean Weaver, and of course Alessandra Morgaine, all the same birthdays today.
Nice.
All of them are today?
All over today, yes. Just throw some shout outs there.
Libra gang,
Libra
Libras, baby, Libras.
Oh, that's why.
Yeah, so stop by Jokesters yesterday. On the Rocks, visit those guys a couple of times.
On the Rocks. Shout out to Justin.
Shout out to Justin, yeah.
You know what? I was thinking about. We tried this concept not too long ago. I think it was like about 2 years ago, and there was, we had to tweak it a little bit more, but we had this idea, and I've shared this before on the episodes. Rounds in downtown, and we had my party bus go from Ash to On the Rocks to Southtown 101, and the goal was to continue to just shuttle people downtown to have that experience of what was happening. So it was one of those things is that I wish we could do that again. See what can happen.
Yeah, there's a lot more that downtown has to offer.
Yeah, there is.
Most people imagine. Just check it out, man. There's more, and we'll have a platform for that pretty soon.
Yeah, we will. Okay, so we're giving away 4 tickets, so a pair basically.
2 pairs?
2 pairs. Okay. Right? Is that how you say it? 2 pairs? 2 pairs?
Mm-hmm.
Of VIP tickets, okay? And we have the people's names in here, and go ahead and do the honors of mixing it around a little bit, and go ahead and see who's going to win. First person right now is going to win is going to be
Abel,
DJ Abel.
DJ Abel? Okay.
DJ Abel. There we go.
I don't know how to spell that last name.
Villarreal. There we go.
That's the homie, man. He cool people.
There we go.
All right, and then Rebecca P.
Rebecca P. There we go.
Nice.
Nice.
Guys.
Congratulations. You got VIP tickets. All right. That's awesome.
Now,
So how do they get a hold? What are they?
You're gonna
what do they
all
need
you
to
have to do is just give me a call, text 210-677-5289. But I actually know these people, so that would be great, So DJ Abel, man, hopefully you're not too busy working. You can enjoy the San Antonio Brunch Festival. Again, people, you have to understand that we have 10 different restaurants that are going to be part of this event, several different vendors as well, and it's just going to be a great turnout to where you have something that you could look forward to also to the next year. You're going to be able to see and experience Smoke Barbecue Venue, not only their food and drinks, but also if you have an ideal or a wedding or something that you want to do, a special occasion, you're able to talk to Adrian personally And of course, Nat Boogie's going to be one of our special guest judge. You have Maddie Sky as a special guest judge. And you have Scott Maloof as a special guest judge. Yeah, so you have 3 of those special guest judges. We're going to give each guest a token, and they're going to be able to have a chance to pick out who's their favorite brunch from the event. And then the judges are going to be able to pick out who has the most innovating brunch item. So there's going to be 2 different awards, which is amazing. Again, the purpose also behind this is to not only to have a great experience, but to help the San Antonio Food Bank with their campaign, their hunger awareness for this month of September. And we're just excited to have this. We are. And thank you for being our guest. Thank you for being part of this. Now, do you have anything that you want to share for this weekend that you have coming up, besides, of course, the San Antonio Brunch Festival, but anything else that you want to share?
As a closing comment, thank you all for having me, Mike. Thanks for the opportunity to host this event. I mean,
Turn up.
Yeah, really, really excited. I'm gonna say this again. If you come to this thing, you're not having a good time, find me. We're gonna have a good time together.
I'm gonna find you. I'm
gonna save my drinking calories for Saturday.
Ooh.
But for more information about us, we're at smokedowntown.com. Once you go through there, you'll see our alternate website, venueandcatering.com. Any questions on any events? Maybe you have something that you have coming up that you need catering for, and you
social media. Where can they find you?
We're at Smoke Downtown as well too. Smoke Barbecue Restaurant. That's our main one.
For Facebook and Instagram.
Yes, on there. And then on the venue side, we're at Smoke Venue and Catering. There's a couple different platforms that we use. But yeah, you'll find it all on there. Videos, pictures, the whole 9. You'll be pretty impressed with what we got to have to offer.
All right.
I'm excited. Well, I've been there before, so I can say it's definitely a dope spot. You'll have a lot going on there. Do y'all want to do social media as well? I know we have your birthday party tomorrow night at Cantina, so make sure to plug that one more time. Everyone come out in your blessed gear. I'll let you take it from there.
Yes, love. All right, Cantina tomorrow is going down. Mel Finest birthday party inside Cantina. Make sure you wear your blessed gear. The cameras will be rolling. Pictures will be going down with my boy Javier. And I don't know about Jack. Jack's a little weird. But other than that, we have a good time. It's going down. A lot of bottles popping. Scott Maloof gonna be there. I got him texting him. So shout out to Midnight Society. They'll be there, of course. Yes. And then Mike Anthony will not be there because he does not go to Cantina. It's too thuggish for him. But that's my dog. He might be there. But I give him a hard time. But other than that, Tuesday night is going down to Cantina. Wednesday night, Slackers is where we're gonna be at. Thursday, Pacific Moon. And then Friday, Boogie will be at Cantina. Mel Finance will be at Boulevard. Saturday, I'll be right back at Cantina. It's going down.
Pacific Moon, you should go Wednesday. That's when DJ Abel's there.
I know that, but we already worked that out.
Oh, Abel's the DJ? I didn't know that.
For Thursday?
No, Wednesday. We worked that out.
For Wednesday.
Drinking.
But what are you doing Thursday over there?
We're not doing nothing on Thursday.
Oh, so Wednesday you're going to be there.
We'll figure it out.
Well, whatever.
We both went early Thursday.
Yeah,
that was the point. We both went early Thursday.
Anyways, Cantina. Hey, I'm gonna just do this. Cantina's not too thuggish.
Are you gonna go? Are you gonna pull up, Mike Anthony?
I will be there.
Oh
wait,
you're coming? Are you coming?
I will be there. Tell me to Cantina, and I'm buying a whole fucking lot of bottles for you.
So we will be at Hotel. I told you. I told you, Mike Anthony coming to Cantina.
No, but I'll be there at Cantina. Yes, I will.
All right, I'm gonna hold
but
you
it's
to
not
it.
too. I mean,
you know what? You're gonna go to Cantina.
You act like you know what? My first clubs used to be fucking going to Joe's Volcano. That's the ghetto of the heart. So the heart of the ghetto. I mean, the heart of the ghetto. I said it all random. That was the heart of the ghetto. So I used to go to Joe's Volcano.
Joe's.
No, Joe's Volcano by far probably the heart of the ghetto. And I mean, like we grew up poor, so
yeah, Joe's Volcano.
I'm mixed with everybody.
I feel you, player. Cantina, we waiting on
Cantina.
you. I'll be at
we'll be there.
We'll be there for your party.
No, maybe too bougie for you.
Yeah, that's definitely bougie.
It's too bougie for you.
We're gonna have a Libra gang. That's how we do.
I know, right?
I will be in town, so I will be there.
Okay, so quick social media. It's official MikeAnthony.Torres Instagram, and for the business at All Access in May for Facebook and Instagram.
And really quick, those that were wondering why he said I will be at Cantina on Friday, we have moved from Ivory on Fridays to Cantina on Fridays. That is starting this week, so I will be at Cantina on Friday as well. I'll be working the door. Shout out to Davey. Once again, of course, me on Facebook, Natalie Charlene, and then Nat Boogie, NATBOOGI. Of course, that's on Twitter, Snapchat, and Instagram. And Mel?
Yes, Bless and More on Instagram, Mel Finest on Instagram, Melvin Johnson on Facebook, Blessed on Facebook as well. www.blessgearstore.com. And there you go, my man.
All right, closing it out. Thank you for everything.
No, one more time.
Do you have your personal social media you want to do, or you just want to do
my
the
personal
restaurant?
social media is this: smokedowntown.com. You can find everything.
There you go,
about
baby.
me.
There you go.
So that's all you need to know.
Before we go,
Smokedowntown.com.
you have announcements on your birthday for new hoodies or something coming up?
Oh yeah. So all the new hoodies. So right now, as we're on live right now, go to www.blessgearstore.com. All the new hoodies are actually uploaded right now. There is a Patriots hoodie. There is a Cowboys hoodie. Unfortunately, I had to make a Cowboys hoodie. Made a Patriots hoodie.
Money.
So I made a lot of new hoodies, and not only that, but Boogie has something very nice that she'll be wearing tomorrow. Blessed Gear exclusive for herself. And then we have Blessed joggers coming, as well as Blessed zip-ups and beanies.
I'm
Nice.
excited for that. So once again, guys, thank you so much for tuning in tonight. Of course, it is Late Nights with All Access. I want to thank you so much for being on the show with us. Thank you so much to John for being on the show with us
Thank you, John.
earlier as well. Alamo Biscuit Company, Smoke the Restaurant. Make sure you catch us this Sunday. Is Sunday or Saturday? Saturday. It should have been on Sunday. It's brunch.
Oh, that would take away from everyone's.
True. All right. Well, make sure you catch us this Saturday. We're going to be at Smoke, of course. It's the brunch festival. So once again, Mike Anthony, myself, Nat Boogie, of course, Mel Finest. You can catch us next Monday right here. It's Late Nights with All Access. You'll have a good night, guys. Peace.